Jessica, I wanted to go over a couple things with you regarding your checkpoint number 2. I wanted to just make clear these transactions should not be on the adjusted trial balance or adjusted entries. They were specific transactions given to you in your instructions. These items here should be removed completely. What you need to do is record the insurance that it was used. You need to record the interest accrued, and you need to show on your journal entries adjustments on the supplies that you currently have on hand, which means you have to show what you've used, what you've expensed. Those are the only entries that you need to record for your adjustments. Also, I wanted to make note here with various accounts I've noted here are incorrect. You should never have an adjustment entry for your cash. There are none whatsoever. So that account balance is very much understated. So you'll need to look to see which transactions you are missing. Also, it looks to me that you're missing some transactions with your accounts receivable because this balance is very, very high. It may have been some debits, but I don't think there are enough credits here. So I've noticed some errors there. I'm going down further. And so far, I think those are the two errors that I've seen. On the credit side, however, I've noticed also the accounts payable balance is off. And also, I don't see your merchandise sales here. Even though the amount is rather small, it's still not correct. You should not be recording adjustments in these accounts. And I'm going to highlight them. They just should not be there. You should remove them completely from this column. The same is true for these items here. Should not be any adjustments at all. But you'll see your interest expense, you should have an adjustment, but this amount is too high. Same here with interest with your insurance. You should also have an adjustment, but that number is too low. Office supplies here for that number is too high. And then I'm noticing business license and so forth. Those items should be removed completely. So once you remove them, it'll look a little bit cleaner, I think, and less messy. Here you need to remember, if you're adjusting your office supplies and your baking supplies, it should be a credit. And these numbers here look incorrect, and I believe they're wrong here. So remove those and put the correct amount. These items here should not have any adjustments at all, so they need to be completely removed from this column. As I mentioned, what you are going to be adjusting is insurance used, office supplies and baking supplies that you've used. You're going to record also your interest expense or your interest accrued. So let me know if you have any questions on how to record them. But again, these items here need to be removed completely as they are not adjustments. And also, I'm just looking at various accounts on your trial balance. Once you make these changes, at least delete everything completely and start again in these two columns, E and F, you'll see that your biggest problem, I think, when you're talking about the your unadjusted trial balance is going to be the accounts that I've highlighted. So clear out these items here. Determine what transactions are missing so that these accounts ending balances could be correct. This number here, I think that's where your problem is. That 221 should be in the column D. This number should not be here. And that will be fixed very easily. So I would start with removing these items, correct these ending balances, meaning go back to your T accounts and see which transactions you're missing so that you can get a correct ending balance for your unadjusted trial balance. And for your adjusting entries, make certain that you're only adjusting for insurance, for interest, and for your supplies, whether it be baking or office supplies. They are the only adjustments. Cash is not affected at all in these adjusting entries. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I can help you walk you through some of the adjustments and how you need to approach the entries. And let me know if you have any other questions.